My husband left me abroad to teach me a lesson, so I learned to survive without him, and now he is begging for a comeback. I have been married to my husband Dan for 6 years. We met when I was working locally, and he was the charming guy who always seemed so protective, until I learned the hard way that his protection was really control. We moved abroad 2 years ago for his job. He promised me, "It'll be our fresh start. I'll take care of everything. You won't have to worry about a thing." I gave up my stable job, sold my car, and left my family behind. I trusted him. When we arrived, things were fine at first. I was job hunting, but Dan kept saying, "Don't rush. I make enough for both of us." But then, whenever I bought something as small as coffee, he'd make comments like, "Must be nice to spend money you didn't earn." He refused to put my name on the lease because it's just easier this way. He said it was temporary, but every time I brought it up, he'd laugh and say, "Why do you need your name there? You're with me." Whenever I made friends, he'd complain they were bad influences and didn't really care about me. He wanted me to stay home so he'd know I was safe. 4 months ago, we had a fight because I asked him to help me with some paperwork so I could apply for a work permit. He told me, "Why do you need to work? Are you saying I can't provide for you? Or are you planning to leave me once you have money?" I told him I just wanted independence. He snapped, "If you wanted independence, you shouldn't have married me." From that day, things got tense. He'd leave for hours without telling me where he was. He started locking his phone. One evening, I came home from the grocery store to find some of his things missing. His work bag, a suitcase, a few clothes. I called him, but he didn't answer. Hours later, he sent a short message. "I went back home. Don't worry, you'll be fine." I froze. I was in a foreign country, my visa tied to his sponsorship, my name not on anything. I asked what he meant. He replied, "You'll figure it out. You're resourceful." No explanation, no discussion. He had booked himself a ticket back to our home country without telling me. When I tried calling again, he sent voice messages like, "Stop acting like a victim. I left because you're impossible to live with. And you always complain about being stuck. Now you can see what it's like to actually be on your own." I was terrified. I had enough cash for maybe 2 weeks of food. I called the landlord, but he said since my name wasn't on the lease, I had no legal standing. I begged Dan to at least give me time to sort out my visa and living situation. He said, "That's your problem now. I'm not your babysitter." He told mutual friends I was crazy and dramatic, saying I'd probably follow him crying if I really loved him. I realized I had 2 choices, breakdown or fight. I went to the embassy and explained my situation. They connected me with a local women's support group. They helped me with temporary housing and legal advice. I started cleaning houses to earn quick cash, all while Dan sent me occasional messages, alternating between fake concern and insults. "I hope you're eating. You're too sensitive to survive out there. See? I told you you'd be fine without me. You didn't need me after all, unless you did. When you're ready to apologize, maybe I'll think about letting you come back." The worst part? He never once asked if I was safe. Last month, I finally got my own small apartment with the help of one of the women I met. Then Dan called, not texted, called. He said, "I think we should try again. I'll send for you. It's not the same here without you." When I didn't answer right away, he added, "Don't be stubborn. You know you can't build a life there without me." I laughed. For the first time in years, I really laughed. I told him, "You left me here with nothing. I've built everything I have now without you. Why would I go back to someone who abandoned me?" He started yelling, saying I was throwing away our marriage over a misunderstanding. Then he slipped back into gaslighting. "I didn't abandon you. I gave you freedom. You just didn't know how to handle it." I hung up. I blocked him everywhere. A few days ago, I posted a picture of my new apartment online. Just a small kitchen with sunlight coming through the window. Friends messaged saying it looked cozy. A mutual friend told me Dan saw it and lost his temper because I looked too happy. That's when I knew I had truly won. He left me thinking I'd crumble without him. Instead, I learned to stand on my own in a place where I had nothing. I'm staying abroad for now. My visa situation is almost sorted, and I have steady cleaning clients. I walk the streets without someone checking my every move. I drink coffee without being shamed for spending his money, and I sleep knowing no one will disappear in the night and leave me stranded again. Yesterday, as I was walking home from work, I felt someone following me. I turned the corner and I saw Dan. He said, "You didn't think I'd let you go that easily, did you?" Full story on channel, link below.